And we are today at the Grand Millennium Muscat, and we're going to be having a chat with Mr. Glenn Nobbs, the General Manager at Grand Millennium Muscat, who has over 25 years of extensive experience in the hospitality industry. He will be taking us through his journey with the Grand Millennium Muscat and sharing insights on what all the hotel has to offer. So I'm so happy to have you here, Mr. Glenn Nobbs, and I'm excited to have a chat with you, and I've got some absolutely amazing questions to ask you.
Likewise. Thank you for the time, Flora.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So let's begin with the first one. I've heard a lot about your impressive career in the hospitality industry. So the first question is going to be about that. It's going to be, can you share a brief overview of your professional journey and your experience transitioning to Oman as a general manager of the Grand Millennium Muscat?
I'll try and keep it brief then. Yes,
Sure.
the journey in hospitality started some years ago in '88, so there's a few years to cover, but thank you very much for that. I don't know how impressive it can be, but as someone in this industry and you see other hospitality giants around you, it still feels like there's a lot of things to achieve. But my hospitality journey began back in Australia, in Sydney. I started in a very local organisation, which gave me the opportunity for a traineeship, and I did some study back home as well in hospitality. Had the opportunity to travel, and I think that's another benefit with hospitality. You can utilise that skill to earn a little bit of cash along the way to help fund your journeys. And then settled into, I guess you could say, a real career in hotels in what was the A&A Hotel back in Sydney, a beautiful 5-star property. I spent 13 years in that property, and when I left, I actually left there in 2005 to Muscat. So my very first foray over here to the Middle East, and had a fantastic time, fantastic experience opening one of the resorts here in Muscat, which then also led me on to a transfer to Dubai. And so I've stayed in the GCC for ever since then, basically. And within the company, I've been able to then transfer across from the property I was in and had opened back in 2019 over here to the Grand Millennium, and take over the management of this property. So it's been a career filled with a lot of ups, a few downs, openings, rebrandings, projects, all sorts of things that this industry throws at you. It's been a fantastic journey.
So, well, it's safe to say that GCC is your second home now, yeah?
Pretty much, yes. Yes. Every summer I sort of think, oh, can I do it again? But winter rolls around, it's like, why would I be anywhere else?
Exactly. Well, was it difficult for you to transition? The weather in Australia is like the opposite, right?
It is.
It is. So was it difficult for you to adjust into the GCC with the different weather, lifestyle and all?
You know, the summers are challenging.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is winter here is Christmas time here, right? And at home, it's summertime.
Exactly.
So I don't have memories of snowy Christmas like you hear of in Europe or the States. So it was very easy to slip into the way of life over here.
Amazing. That's nice. As long as you're happy. That's
It's a key part of life, right?
good. So over the years, what are some of the key successes you have observed or achieved since joining Grand Millennium?
So in joining the Grand Millennium, it came at an interesting time because the property has been sort of coming out of the effects from COVID. So one of the first things that I did was the relaunch of our seafood restaurant, Bahriat. And while the restaurant had been used often for various events and dining experiences and things like that in the past, we changed the menu in there. We reopened it with a new menu, permanently open every day for the seafood restaurant. Made sure that the menu was aligned with Omani caught seafood. And to launch that back in October, middle of October, was a great event. Very exciting. And the other that we did as well was we launched a new concept in the lobby called Beit El Chocolata. So it was a good experience to bring something new into the hotel and into the city. And then through the year, coming to learn the market here in Muscat was a little bit of a challenge, very, very different to the way business is done in Dubai. But we were still able to close about 13% higher revenue than we did last year. And our GOP was significantly higher than the previous year as well. So it's great to see that the work that was done in the first half of the year before I came on board was able to be carried through to have a successful year end as well.
Oh, that's nice. To many more. Yeah,
Inshallah.
Definitely to
Yes.
many more. Exactly how the Arab says, inshallah.
Yes.
So your vision for the hotel, we would like to know a little more about that. As a general manager, what is your vision for Grand Millennium Muscat, and how do you aim to position the hotel as a standout in the local hospitality market?
So on Sunday, just the Sunday gone, I held a conference for my department heads and our number twos and our sales team to get them all together and share basically the vision for this year, for 2025, our year of success, I called it. So what the plan is to focus on a few key areas, one which is the quality, the guest satisfaction results, the other is sustainability and improve what's already there, and the other is the team and the colleague engagement. So, and obviously with all of that, that will feed into the financial results because we can't ignore the financial requirements. So for this year, I want to really make sure that the hotel takes some more positive steps towards its role with sustainability. There are already a few things that have been implemented here, but I'd like to see it sort of wrapped up into something that's very organised and very measurable, so that it's not just greenwashing, but very clear to see what's been able to be achieved. And the other side is to make sure we keep making improvements with the way that we see the customer is handled, the guests are handled, really work on uplifting the guest satisfaction already from a very high standard to even higher. And the other part is to be a part of the community as well. We kicked that off in October as well, just last year, where I was able to invite a number of the industry to the hotel for an event where I brought STR in to share some statistical data about Muscat, Oman, GCC and the rest of the world with regards to industry insights and statistics that they collate. And I'd like to see that the hotel will become, more and more involved in those types of events, part of the community when it comes to hospitality, tourism, and involved in all sorts of events like that.
Okay, so well, I am absolutely amazed seeing this place. I love the interiors, and wow, I'm actually matching the interiors today by chance. So it's beautiful. So talking about the place and the different restaurants that are available here in Grand Millennium Muscat, could you elaborate some of the new concepts introduced and highlight the recent successes?
Sure, by all means. So this is Bahariat Restaurant, and as I mentioned, this is the one that we launched in October of 2024. Or relaunched, I should say, with a great new menu. We have a live display of the seafood, which is locally caught, and a bit of a Mediterranean theme that goes along with the seafood that we have here. So this is our little crown jewel, I guess you could say, with the theming in here is absolutely beautiful. And we're right next door to our all-day dining, Taybat restaurant. And what the team have running there are a variety of theme nights. So even if you're staying in the hotel for 7 nights, you can have something different to eat every night of the week. It is a buffet style, but we have different themes from Moroccan through to Iranian and all sorts. So there's a lot to choose from there. And one thing that maybe a lot of people know that we are beside a mall, but they may not know we're actually connected to the mall. And the Grand Mall is right next door to us. We have a bridge that connects us. And within that bridge, we have a Turkish cafe, Asha. So we are serving a really nice Turkish breakfast there each morning, and obviously fantastic coffees and teas. And that also complements the lobby lounge, Cafe D. And Cafe D is a location where we serve Beit al Chocolata. And Beit al Chocolata is a new concept that we came up with also just in late 2024. It's a full chocolate buffet. We run it 2 nights a week, Sundays and Mondays, and it's also accompanied with a live halwa station. And we also have live music in the evenings, either oud or kanun, because what I wanted to do here is make sure that what we did also embraces what the positive things and wonderful things that are available in here in Oman. And who doesn't like halwa? Okay, it's not the most healthiest, but it is delicious, and it's great to have a local gentleman mixing the halwa there live. You've got the music in the background, you've got the scent of all the other Belgian chocolate sweets and delights that are there, and it's really a lovely experience right there in the heart of our lobby. Besides that, then we also have our wonderful massage terrace, which is just outside of the restaurant here. And we use that for all sorts of things. We have a DJ there in the evenings now, just playing some very nice chilled music. We also have it as a facility with the weather the way it is right now. If you'd rather sit outside instead of inside in this restaurant, we'll serve the menu to you outside on the terrace. And we have events out there and whatnot. So there's a lot of options here that we have. We have a wonderful spa, Zanta Spa, which has been a favorite here in the city for some time. So great place for treatments, and the gym facility, recreation. And I think one of our best kept secrets is the rooftop tennis court and swimming pool. So it's a beautiful view from up there. Nice place to relax, have a fresh juice, unwind, swim in the pool, have a game of tennis if that's what you're into, and yeah, finish off the day like that.
Well, you know what? All I was able to catch up to was the chocolates in the conversation. Now I'm really dreaming of all those Belgian chocolates and the halwa that you were mentioning. Definitely going to try them soon.
Please do, anytime.
Yes,
you're welcome.
for sure. Well, I've heard a lot about the Studio M brand. So the next question for you is going to be, we want to know a little bit about it and its concept and brand identity.
Sure. So this is really exciting for us here. It's the first Studio M that Millennium have opened here in Oman. We have a couple of other properties around the world, in Dubai and in Singapore. It's a lifestyle concept. It's officially a 3-star model here. It's a limited service. However, the rooms that we have here at the Studio M in Muscat are quite sizable. They're about 29 square meters. And it's a variety of urban rooms, studios, and 1-bedroom apartments. So it's a funky, bright environment. The focus is on the co-working spaces in the lobby, the shared experiences that people can have. So it's a really nice, fun place to be. As I said, it's the first one for Muscat. It's very, very softly opened, I guess you could say, at the moment. We still have some phases to go through with taking more of our inventory back on board to open up. But we're definitely open. We have our all-day dining, where we also have a live counter for cooking. We have, excuse me, our grab-and-go outlet to match with the theme of people wanting to grab something on the run. We have our gym, we have the pool, again, rooftop pool. And can you believe it? As a 3-star hotel, you've got not just one, you have 2. You have a private ladies-only pool, private ladies-only gym. You have a family pool or mixed pool there as well. And it's a really nice addition to the city, I think. 10 minutes from the airport, and a nice addition to what we have here in the city.
Sorry, I must say that I have actually walked across the pool area and the view is fabulous. You can see absolutely gorgeous city views from the pool area.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Where we are actually located on a bit of a rise here in Al Kuwair. So we have that benefit of being at height already. And then you go up another 8 floors to reach the pool level. And the design is just spectacular. So you can see right out over the sea. And I think the best thing about this city, or one of the best things I should say, it's not the best, but the design of the city has been maintained and restricted to low level.
Yes.
So you have a sense when you're up there and looking out over the city that it's not really a city. You're looking out over what looks like homes and smaller buildings, and it gives you such a comfort, I think, and a very relaxed feeling.
Agreed. I love the view from the rooftop. It's amazing. Well, so last but not the least, I would actually like to know your experience so far in being in Oman. Okay, so what has it been like living in Muscat, and what ways does the city influence your leadership and vision for Grand Millennium Muscat?
Well, look, you know, it has changed a lot from when I first came here in 2005, that's for sure. And I had visited again for a few months in between around 2013, 2014. And what I feel is the influence now is the growth and the knowledge and the experience that's there with the local Omani population in the workforce. So what is really influencing is to really look at what we can do to help further develop that and make sure that we are growing the local team members here to get the knowledge, get that experience, and be able to take that out to the world, because I think it's something that the country can be really proud of. There is so much natural benefits to this country that it is a no-brainer that anyone from around the world will want to come and visit here as a tourist. So we really need to do our part to make sure we're putting our best foot forward, that we're really showcasing local talent. That's from the business side. From a personal side, coming here to Oman, having come from the UAE, I love the fact that there is so much natural beauty here. You've got the mountains, you've got the low-level buildings, you've got the beaches, you've got the sea. It's just beautiful, and it's when you live in and work in such a fast-paced environment of hospitality, it's great to be able to disconnect when you have that window of time off and recharge. And as Stephen Covey would say, you know, sharpen your saw. This is one of the best cities to work in to be able to do that and come back re-energized again.
Nice. Also, to get to know about what we can look forward with Grand Millennium and you, that's absolutely amazing. I'm really happy, and I'm sure all our guests out there, our viewers out there, will be visiting the hotel soon and enjoying the experience.
Oh, thank you. I hope we get to see some very shortly.
Thank you so
Yep,
much.
everyone's welcome.
Thank you. It was absolutely fabulous having a chat with you today.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for watching the TAS Morning Show. For more updates like these, follow the Arabian Stories.